Can't tell we're a little shiny.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Vaquero Land Services Podcast. I'm Niklas Larson.
I'm Jacob Suchecki.
We are co-hosts and co-founders of Vaquero Land Services. Today, we're just going to kind of chit-chat. We don't have a whole lot of time, and we just wanted to knock out a quick podcast, just kind of shoot the shit, I guess, lack of better terms.
We got the time. We want to get it done.
Absolutely. Jacob, what's been going on in your life? What'd you do this week?
Well, played in a qualifier for Texas Open. That didn't go too well, but we got more tournaments. But then basically this week we've been doing a lot of ranch work. I've been out at my place. We're cutting hay this week and caught a snake the other day. Got it out of there.
Jacob's the only man I know who actively seeks out snakes. And he's good at it. That's fine.
I finally caught my first one without just killing it. It's just like, well, it was just a garden snake, and it was a spotted garter snake or some bull crap.
But at least it wasn't venomous.
No, I was just like, okay, I'm going to try to catch this, and it was a little bit easier than I thought.
Yeah. I'll tell you, what's your least favorite snake? I mean, cottonmouth, copperhead, rattlesnake.
I will say copperheads are very easy to miss until you're right there.
Yeah.
All the other snakes are you'll have a little bit more warning.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done a bunch of weed whacking where I'm weed whacking and I'm like, oh, cool, there's a copperhead next to my foot now.
I'll tell you, I got two stories of snakes. First one was when I was real young. We were fixing to go fishing, and my friend Trey, he was at my house, and we've got a driveway, and it's got some raised concrete with some jasmine bushes on the ground, and he was jumping up on the concrete and jumping up and down, up and down, up and down, and he made his final jump. He jumped up and he went, "Oh!" I was like, "What?" He goes, "It's a snake." I said, "Where?" And I was blind at the time. I didn't know I needed glasses. And everything was just a big fuzzball to me. And I got up on that snake. I was like, "Trey, you're so full of crap. Where is that snake?" He goes, "It's right there. I don't want to point any closer. It's right there." And I was like, "I don't see it." Sure enough, it kind of snapped up. Oh, it's there. It's definitely there. That was a close encounter. We have several, copperheads at our house year after year, and I don't like snakes. If they go their own way and I go my own way, I don't see them. So be it. But there was one time I was out in Lubbock and bird hunting, and I always bring snake boots, and I had an extra pair of snake chaps for my friend Logan, who was with me at the time, and I said, "Logan, put on these snake chaps. I know there's rattlesnakes here. I haven't seen one in a year or two, but I'm only up there, a couple days a year when I can get out there during the hunting season." And we were hunting a cotton field, and there's some tall grass, 3-4 feet tall. And I told Logan, I said, "Logan, if you shoot something in the grass, I'll go get it. I don't want you to, run into a rattlesnake or anything like that. I've at least got the boots. If they do rattle and snap, I've got a better chance of not getting bit."
Yeah. And
so he shot one, and it landed over by there's an old cattle pen and an abandoned old house. And I went and I found his bird, and it was near a dead mesquite tree. And I was like, well, I'll just stay here. I mean, the birds were coming right over where I was. I thought, well, I'll just stay right here. And I shot a couple of birds and went and picked them up. And finally, there was one big group that came through, and I was standing up, and I shot, and that bird was fixing to land right on me, and I took a step forward, and as soon as I stepped, a rattlesnake from a brush right behind me, I mean, maybe a foot, it hadn't rattled at me or anything. As soon as I stepped, he jumped right over the top of my left foot and started rattling. And if I'm not the quickest shooter in the West, I was that day. I went, boom! Oh, here he comes. Boom! And took his head off. I still wouldn't touch him. I won't touch a snake. I don't care if he doesn't have a head or not. I still believe they can buy it.
Oh, shoot, they do. Oh gosh, you were talking about that Trey story, and I have a very similar story. I was playing pickup basketball with my brother. We have a raised driveway, about 3-4 foot drop off.
Hmm.
I was jumping over the edge to grab the ball before it went over, and as I grabbed the ball and looked down, I'm like, "Oh, I'm about to step on a cottonmouth," and I'm like,
Ooh.
freaking kick my feet, do the most like acrobatic movement I've ever done, missed it, and just kept running. I just sprinted
Yeah.
after I landed, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Nope, no more snakes. Cottonmouths are the worst. They're actually pretty mean.
Yes, they are very mean, and they're not going to rattle and let you know.
No, they just open their mouth up and just get ready to bite.
Yeah, no, luckily I don't see them all too often. I mean, other than the one day I stepped on 3 of them. That was a fun one.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
But it was fine. I didn't get bit, so.
Yeah, they're still here, unbitten. Well, there was one time I took Elijah Wade out hunting, and he's
Oh, back at the
lifelong
creek?
friend. We were either still at Montessori or maybe at Vanguard,
Uh-huh.
5th, 6th, 7th grade. I can't remember. But we begged Mrs. Wade, and Mr. Wade said, "Well, we'll take him hunting. We'll take care of him. He'll be just fine. You know, there's no snakes or anything like that." And I had a 870 Remington shotgun, and he and I were down at our place on South County Line Road, and there's one of our ponds has a fence that runs through it and runs out the back.
Oh, yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
And we were going around to go get a bird, and I'd shot the bird. It landed over on the other side of the fence, and we owned both sides. So I was small enough to still crawl through fences, and I'd take a step and I'd crawl through, and I've got my gun pointed through the fence. I think I put my gun on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
And I was crawling through, and as soon as I looked up, I think it was a water snake. I don't know what it was. It jumped from the lake to the grass. I picked that gun up so fast. It went boom, 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 and just shot the crap out of it. And Elijah was like, "What is wrong with you?"
Nothing.
I was like, "No, there's nothing. There's nothing. Just don't worry about it." A bird scared me. No, that was
Bird scared me. That's believable.
no,
Oh, gosh.
I did tell him though that a snake had jumped at me. Elijah has the most contagious laugh of anybody on planet Earth.
Oh, yeah.
And he was laughing his butt off, and all we could do was laugh. And I was just sitting there laughing and shaking.
Like, yeah, that's so funny.
It's so funny. I can't.
Yeah, they don't die sometimes when you shoot them. I
Yeah.
went to go kill one the other day. Tried to kill it with a little 22 pistol because I didn't want to bother to go get a shotgun.
Yeah.
Shot it 3 times. Was still mad at me, and I was like, okay. Went and took the weed whacker at it. Buzzed him right in the face. He was still mad at me and didn't do anything. And he crawled under like a stick or something
Yeah.
to the point where I couldn't get him. And then I got a shotgun. And it didn't take 1 shot. It took 3. It like, first one sent him 4 feet in the air. The second one sent him 6. And then the third one, after he was still charging me, then finally took his head off. But yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't even a bad shot. I was point blanking him too.
Yeah, they're tough. They're tough to kill, and they're old. I think it's an old wise man's saying. Snakes don't quit slithering until the sun goes down.
Oh yeah.
And it's after you kill them, they'll sit there and they'll contract and move, really for like an hour or 2, maybe longer sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I remember we took that snake that I shot with Elijah and put it on the fence, and it still was sitting there slithering until we were done hunting, and it finally quit as soon as the sun went down.
Oh yeah. When I've skinned some snakes in the past, and you're like prepping it and all that, and it starts moving in your hand, you still get like, oh shit.
Nope.
It's like, oh wait, he's dead. There's no head, but still freak you out.
Yeah.
Man, these snakes sound like the doves we shoot out here.
They just don't die.
That reminds me of this story on probably that same place you were talking about, next to the sunflower field, where you shot that bird 3 times and puffed him, and he still didn't go down.
Yeah. There's some times where they're just invincible that day. I mean, you see feathers fly, You hit him again. Feathers fly. Feathers fly. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'll help you in a second.
Got it.
All right. Well, I think that's our call to head on. But that was a good
Yeah.
good little session. We hope y'all got some entertainment out of it and some good little stories.
Yeah, and if you learn nothing else, we deal with snakes quite a bit.
We don't deal with them well. We just deal with them.
We get them done. We kill them.
Thank y'all so much.